So, a few years ago, I went on a tour around the US. I went like Chicago, LA, Washington, some other fucking places. And I got pulled over at an airport for having bomb residue.
And we started off the trip, we're in the fucking airport.
Same.
And the schools organised everyone's visas. But of course, yeah, they told me I've got no visa. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. The flight's leaving in like 4 hours and you've got no visa.
Of course they pull over the fucking Greek guy and he doesn't have a visa out of everyone on the school trip.
We go in there, I don't know why. Jake and I fully started talking about bombs in the airport. And then, because the teachers always were like, why do they keep on checking these guys for fucking shit? We're getting like literally scanned, like 6 guys come up to us like every fucking minute, like, can we step aside, we need to check you out. They swipe Jake shoes, they swipe for literal bomb residues. So we're talking about bombs in the airport.
And it came up, it came up positive.
Jake's like to the guards, they're just new shoes, they just got them, and they're like looking at him. So we get through the airport, and then we're on the plane. We go to the next airport, and Jake and I go, we're gonna beat everyone. We're gonna buy sleeping tablets. so we're not gonna get jet lag for this music tour.
So the way that we flew, we went from Victoria to LA, and we had a huge stopover, right? Didn't we have like a 4 hour, like 5 hours?
It was like 5 hours.
For some reason, we had like a huge layover, so we had to stay like 6 hours in LA. So everyone was like sleeping, and then we had another flight from LA to
Washington. We go on like the plane to Washington, and then we're at Washington, and we're like, everyone else gonna be fucking tired in the morning. Me and Jake are gonna be perky good. So we're in bed, and Jake and I, we got this weird guy now coming. I'm sorry, mate. And this guy is going, I'm gonna come in all your clothes. I'm gonna come on your bed while you sleep.
Okay, chat. You have to. Okay, just in your mind, right? Just in your mind. Just imagine this kid has got like pretty like super long hair, like pretty oily, right?
Hasn't showered in like
hasn't showered in 3 weeks. Fucking creepy as shit. We're stuck in a hotel room.
We all want to get a fucking good night's sleep on the first night, and this guy's in Discord till like 1 a.m. with his friends screaming from Australia, and we're like, can't go to sleep. So Jake and I decide we're going to take sleeping tablets, and we decide the recommended dosage is not enough for us, so we're going to take 2. So we grab 2 sleeping tablets, down them each, and then we tell the other person to set the alarm. Of course, neither of us fucking do it because we're dumb fucks. So we wake up to this band director who hates our guts, fucking despises us. She's like on top of our face, mother. She's on top of my face, and that's like a nightmare. Let me tell you, I am shitting my thing. Like the way our room worked is like there was like us 2 were here, then there was Luca was over there. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, it was like us 2. There was like a fucking counter just to get some space, just to get some space between us, and then Luca was like on the far side of the hotel room.
So she's screaming at us. Everyone else is on the bus. They're meant to be leaving like 20 minutes ago, and we're thinking, what the fuck? How didn't our alarms go off? We didn't set an alarm, we're dumbasses. But we're thinking this whole time. We just look over and we wake up. What the fuck? Luca's there awake on Discord.
Jemima's like fucking goblino face, fucking screaming at us, and there's the fucking weird cum dude that's just sitting in the corner, he's fucking texting.
We're thinking, are you joking? This guy is screaming, and he's on the bed. She's like, I've been knocking on the door for half an hour. I don't know why I didn't connect the dots there, but I'm like, Luke has been awake, and he hasn't opened the door for her. We finally get out. Luke is still talking about coming on our shit. We're like, stop, just stop. And then we get on the bus, and everyone is so mad at us. We're like, they've been on the bus for 40 minutes while we've been sleeping on sleeping tablets.
Dude, we're doing like the walk of shame on the bus. Like everyone's fucking looking at us like as we're like walking to the back. Dude, it was bad.
That day was fine, but then the second day, literally, you wonder why they fucking hated us. This is gonna be clear. We're at this, like, this is gonna sound so bad, but we're at this what's it called? I feel great. It's a graveyard, but like one of the places where it's like for soldiers. So it's like that.
Oh yeah, boys, we're like a memorial. So in Washington DC, do you know what it's called? It's like the what was it for? Not it
was
for
the
one of the
Vietnam
world
War. The Vietnam War, something I think.
There's soldiers that walk 24/7 every day of the week.
It's like a ceremony that they do when they swap guards, because they have a guard's like guarding it, and it's like this whole big thing out of respect. And they're there with their guns, do a little transfer, very clean. They're in like perfect step, very serious. There's like always an audience there watching it, standing there, in peace. And Jake and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take the blame for this one. I think it was me.
Boys. I was not a part of this. Okay?
I think it was me.
I was an innocent bystander.
We're all watching this. Everyone's there in respect, and I could not stop laughing. It was like some nervous laughter, and I was pissing myself. Everyone's looking at me. I'm like, I can't stop. Please stop looking at me. So up to now, we've done enough to really piss the teachers off. But then this night was where it really fucked up, and I broke Jake's nose.
This kid kicked me in the face and broke my nose.
Okay.
In the USA.
Okay, we're gonna have to have a poll to see who's in the wrong here. So every single night, I want to go to sleep. This is like the third night.
Don't pull this shit, mate. Okay.
And he would get his belt. I'm gonna need some fucking. I'll wait for Jake for the story. Like he's literally getting the belt every night, and he's fucking whipping me. And it's every night. Imagine how fucking irritating it is. This cunt's fucking whipping you, and I'm like, cunt, you're gonna have to stop that about now.
I heard you tarnishing the Ryan name.
Jake, you're literally whipping me with a belt.
The fuck? No, there's boys, there's context. Wait, what did he say? I want to go to sleep. These motherfuckers always stayed up so late. So I was getting fucking pissed. So luckily I had my only weapon at hand that I could use to fucking control these kids is a belt, and I started fucking whipping them. Because it was my only defense, man.
One day,
yeah.
I snapped and I go, Jake, if you hit me with the belt again, it's gonna cost you. And he got the belt. He got the fucking belt. Fucking whip me.
Okay, wait. Context. Okay, boys, it's like fucking.
Context.
Yes, it was like 2 a.m. or something, right? It was like, dude, it was like fucking 2 a.m. I've been trying to sleep for 2 hours, and these guys still fucking just fucking playing League or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
So he gets the belt with me. So I grabbed his credit card, and I'm gonna be honest. This may have been a mistake, but he whipped me. It's a fair game. I told him it's going to cost me. So I grab his credit card. I grab the motherfucker. And I go, Jake, if you whip me one more time, it's going to cost you. And this motherfucker, 1 second, he whips me. So I got my card and I go, no, what, Jake? And I wipe this shit between my ass cheeks.
He's standing in front of me. He gets my card, just goes fucking shh. Just like nice and slow, he's taking his time, fucking shh. Swipes my card up his ass.
Transaction approved, and this guy was not happy. His credit card, I think it had some shit stains on it or something. This was not good. I think he may have had to sanitize the card. And then he leaves me alone, so I didn't get whipped. So in my mind, this is a fucking win-win. We go to fucking bed, and he wakes up in the morning. And this guy, I wake up and he's got the belt again. And he's whipping me, and I'm waking up to, and I can't. He whips me. Then he grabs my ass, and then I instinctively kneed him in the face, kneed him in the nose, and his nose started fucking like a fucking waterfall was coming out of that motherfucker.
Well, at first I'm like, oh fuck, shit. And Gab's like, oh, dude, you alright? And I'm like, yeah, it's probably fine. Fuck. Instantly, just blood starts fucking spurting out. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
No joke, there was so much blood. This was the most blood I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we had to go through like hotel towels, and they were all white. All the towels were white. We had to go through. We just get fucking hand towel after hand towel on the nose. It soaked through instantly. It was so much blood. It was so bad. There's like blood dripping like all over the carpet. It's on the walls and shit. I remember because. Like after all this happened, I looked back because we walked back to our room, and there's just blood like all over the floor, on the walls. It's like all over our sink and on the bed and shit. It was it was wild.
I don't know why, but this was like 5 a.m. She's asleep, so I get there. She opens the door thinking, "What the fuck?" And I go, "Jake has just fallen over and broke his nose."
This little bitch. He said I fell over and broke my nose. The kid, the teachers must have been like, how spastic is this kid to fall over and break his nose?
They kept on asking me, "Go, what really happened?" I'm like, "No." And the teachers keep on asking me. I go, "Mate, he just fell over. Leave me alone. I'm traumatized from this." And then finally, we get in the bus. We have to go to the hospital. But because Jake was in the hospital so long, we didn't even get to go to a state. The whole fucking music trip missed out on this fucking state.
I broke my nose, dude, in US. But there's nothing you can do about a broken nose, so you just kind of have to like wait for it to heal. Like it's not like they put a fucking bracelet. Like it's like, you just wait for it to heal.
Alright, first let's get the poll. Whose fault is that?
I needed sleep, guys. You have to we're in the USA. We're about to perform like in Washington D.C. in an orchestra in front of like an audience. Like I have to be fucking ready. I want my sleep, man. It didn't need the bell in the morning. I needed to send a message to the Greekians, to the Greek boys, that you can't fucking mess with me, or I'm gonna retaliate. Cause dude, every night after night, I could not fucking sleep because of these two.
You guys, listen to this. For some reason, the whole tour, Jake is telling everyone, my dad gave me condoms for this tour.
Context. Okay, so this was like, it would have been like just after my 16th birthday or some shit, right? On my 16th birthday, I woke up. And my dad threw condoms at my face with my mom. They literally just threw fucking boxes of condoms at my face. And they were like, be safe. And then they walked out of the room. So on the trip, I was like, dude, fucking, hey, you never know what's gonna happen. We're in the US. Hey, listen. There's some girls. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen. So I brought condoms. And,
No, you didn't bring condoms. You left them at home, actually. Because this is where the problem arises.
Oh, are you telling the Sam story?
Yeah, I'm not gonna, no, don't leave it.
Oh, the Nathan story.
The Nathan story.
The Nathan story.
So listen to this. Jake, one day this shy kid comes up to us and he's like, "Oh, Jake, can I borrow one of those condoms? It's very shy." And Jake goes, "No, I didn't fucking bring it."
Okay, Nathan is this super shy kid. He's like really small.
Jake. Yeah, so and then Jake and I feel so bad. I don't know why I felt bad, but I felt bad. So I go, Jake, we're gonna have to go. Because like in America, like they have like condoms like at reception.
Yeah, they have condoms everywhere in the US. It's crazy. Like they have them on like gas stations and just like everywhere. Like at reception, there was like a on the wall. How normally you go into a reception, there might be like some lollies and some like snacks and stuff and like some drinks. In America, there's like a fucking wall of condoms.
So Jake and I come to the agreement that I'll get the condoms and just put them on the bench and he'll pay for them. And then So the woman's out the back. So I go there, put the condoms on the bench. Jake is there next to me. I start walking back to the room. And this fucking guy, literally, the condoms are on the bench. And he starts walking back with me and leaving them there. And the woman walks out and looks. And I'm thinking, oh no, this is so embarrassing. It looks like we're about to do something. I'm like, it looks like me and you are about to do something and got a bit nervous. I'm thinking, this is so embarrassing.
Dude.
And he walks back to the counter with this look of dread on his face. And I'm thinking, Jake, you couldn't just stand there and buy them like some fucking insane motherfucker. You have to look like a fucking degenerate. And it was so embarrassing.
I was fucking nervous, dude. I was nervous. I'd never had to buy condoms before at that age. You know?
No, you still haven't needed to, Jake. Paul.
Yeah, okay, wait, context here. So we were in a hotel in the last day and I had a pool. So like all the boys were gonna go down to the pool. There's also a sauna, right? So we went and vibed in the sauna for like 20 minutes.
Arden is gonna go into a public pool with other people swimming in it, and he's got a towel wrapped around him. That's not normal. Yeah, so Nick whips the towel, but Arden is the Zen master and he's fully okay with his body. So he just standing in the pool like, okay, he's fully naked. People are looking at his dick. No one cares. Nick decides, clearly has not thinking Arden's going to react a little bit different. Gets the towel and starts running like, next to the pool where it's slippery. Falls over and smashes his head on like the concrete. Dude, this guy smashes his head.
Boys, you have to think of like a Looney Tunes style falling over. Like the man is fucking running. He slips and just goes fucking literally direct, just fucking a 180 like this, just straight back. Smashes his head on the back. It echoes through the pool. It's like psh, this huge fucking bang.
This is like 10:30, right? This is like 10:30 at night, and we're all meant to be in bed. And then Jemima gets to knock on the door again. Gab, Shay, and Nick in there. She goes, "What's happened, boys?" We go, "Nick has fallen over in the shower and concussed himself."
So Nick was on the floor for like a good 2 minutes. Like he started to speak in the most lunatic shit. It just wasn't making sense. And we were freaking out.
His girlfriend is screaming at us.
Oh yeah, girlfriend's freaking out.
So we
Nick's just not making any sense as he's talking.
Jemima's just looking at us.
Pause chat.
I have some with Jake, but some that are very embarrassing with Jake. And I dogged you one time, you still don't know about it.
Wait, you dogged me one time and I don't know about it? Wait, what did you do?
Oh, I fully dogged you one time.
What have you done?
I'm not sure if I should tell this one on Jake. It's quite embarrassing for both of us.
Okay.
We were at this party.
Yeah.
And Jake brought his little date to the party. And we're all going to this treehouse. And this treehouse is not fucking safe for humans. This treehouse is fucked. Jake and like another person he's with were up there for ages, and this girl and him are having this drinking competition, and we were like, this is not going anywhere.
Okay, wait, okay. If we're gonna fucking tell the story, I'm gonna tell the whole story, okay? So, I had been seeing this chick for like a few months, right? I was like, damn, hey, this is going pretty well. It's like, damn. So I was like, okay, I have a party coming up. A friend's turning 18. Do you want to come? And she's like, yeah, sure. And she was this super small, little Indian girl.
So Jake's up in the treehouse, and they're having this drinking competition. We're like, oh no, this is not gonna end fucking well. This is gonna be drinking Fireball whiskey, and they go through this whole fucking bottle. And he's skinny, and she's tiny. So they're both completely fucked. Completely fucked. She's vomited, and we all go down from the treehouse because we're like, no, we know exactly what's gonna happen. So everyone's like, let's give him some peace, not Gab. Gab is not gonna give him some peace.
Wait, did you get the... No, this was not your doing. Wait, keep going.
They got what?
Keep telling your story. Keep telling your story. Did you fucking gather the crowd?
Yeah.
No, it didn't. That was you. What? It's been 4 years and I didn't know this. Okay, I will say it got to a point where there was some noises and shit coming from the treehouse, alright?
And Jake is saying stuff that is completely hilarious. So I'm there pissing myself laughing. And it got to the point where this was so funny. They were saying such funny shit that I got like the whole party down. Even his girlfriend is dating, trying to have this intimate moment.
We were absolutely so fucked, dude.
This whole crowd here, dying laughing at what Jake's saying. They're all just under it. And it got to one point where they stopped. Jake comes out, and we've ruined the whole moment.
I remember because we heard like a knock or some shit. And we thought the whole garden was just deserted. We thought there was no people. We looked down. There's like 20 people scattered across the garden just fucking looking up at us. We're like, what the hell's going on? I can't believe this is your doing. I can't believe this. You did this.
They decide they're going to go out, but they're so drunk. Because they've had like a bottle of, like pretty much a whole bottle to themselves. This chick that my brother used to be dating called Quinn. Jake gets down like a sane normal person. Quinn is helping Jesse get down. And she's like literally somewhat holding her body stable so she doesn't fall.
Yeah, Jessie, okay, so we were both like absolutely plastered, but Jessie, because she was so small, she was somehow worse than I was. Like passing out, like really, really bad, yeah.
And she starts vomiting on Quinn. Oh. But Quinn can't let go because she's gonna fall out of treehouse. So she's like progressively vomiting more and more.
Keep in mind, no one knows who Jessie is at this party. This is the date that I brought. This was a humiliating night. You boys, do not bring a random girl to a party. If you're planning on drinking, just don't do it.
And she like vomits all over this chick. It fully fucked the treehouse. The treehouse literally got holes in the whole thing because of it.
The treehouse is falling apart.
I can't believe I dog Jake that hard. I literally brought 20 people.
I can't believe that was you.
Jake.
Just for the newcomers, if you haven't heard this before. This girl, she said that she was like going like, she was walking down, like she told her parents she was walking like 5 minutes away to go and study with some friends for the night, and she was going to stay there the night and then come back. So she passes out, and we couldn't like wake her up. It was really bad. Like we couldn't wake her up. She was on a bed. She was like drooling and like half like vomiting. It was really weird. It was really bad. And I had to call her parents to this party that was like 3 hours away. Her parents answer the phone and they're so freaked out. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Just like, where's my daughter? And they have to drive like 3 hours from the middle of, from the city to like the middle of nowhere to come and pick up their daughter that's absolutely obliterated with some random stranger they've never seen before in some random house, and had to drive her back home. Dude, either way, I didn't see Jessie again. I never saw her again.
But, really? You never saw her again?
I never saw her again. Because her parents, her year 11 and 12 was like fucked because of that. Because she couldn't go out.
I just dog Jake so much in high school.
I can't believe that was you.
Everything in the stream is always stopped.